What's going down, my YTG? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Hendrix. We're going to get into some more film breakdown of the New York Liberty defense versus the Indiana Fever and review why Caitlyn Clark was able to drop a triple-double on our head top, okay? Remember, I'm reviewing these games from the Liberty not to just nitpick at everything, but as I've been saying on this channel, I think there has to be a role on a team or a player on a team that holds the team accountable. You know, I'm not sure if the Liberty has that. I'm not sure. But to me, every team needs an ethical hacker. Every team needs someone to say you're not as good as you think. And that's my whole gripe with the New York Liberty. As a Liberty fan, I keep looking at this team and I just keep feeling like we're not as good as people may think. And we're definitely underachieving. So when I look at film, when I break down film, that's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to show, especially now the viewers, as we look at this film together, I'm just trying to show you why I believe that the New York Liberty are underachieving. And I said in my one of my recent videos that our margin of victory should be like 15 points plus. Like we should be blowing teams out. But because we don't really have a disciplined defense and our offense is kind of shaky. You know, yes, we're still the best team in the league. Yes, we have players playing very well. Sabrina averaging a career best in points per game, but we're still nowhere near our potential. So we're just going to get into defense coverage right now. First play of the game. This is the Fever's first possession. Caitlyn Clark goes handoff for Caitlyn Clark. Benijah Laney goes under the screen. First things first. We don't want to go under a screen, under a handoff for a shooter. I think all handoffs have to be gauged. All handoffs have to be KYP. We got to know our personnel. We're not going to be going over a handoff for a person that's not trying to shoot the ball, right? But we have a shooter this time, one. Secondly, Caitlyn Clark does not shoot going to her right. I don't know how many times I have to say this on this channel. And I don't know how many teams. You've had 2-3 years to scout Caitlyn Clark. You should know by now that Caitlyn Clark does not like shooting. You will rarely see Caitlyn Clark shoot going to her right. And you definitely won't see Caitlyn Clark step back to her right or Caitlyn Clark sidestep to her right. If she's going right, she's looking for a layup, and that's pretty much it. All right. So 2 reasons we want to go over this screen. We don't. Benijah Laney goes under it, and Benijah Laney Hamilton, I feel like I've said this like 1,000 times already to the TV, but I'm going to say it again. Put your hands down. You cannot move. You cannot run effectively or efficiently with your hands up. You can't play defense with one hand, 2 hands up, or 1 hand, 2 hands out. All you're doing is throwing yourself off balance and making yourself slower. You can't play defense with your hands up. Put your hands down. You're only slowing yourself down. You're not helping yourself. I promise you. Caitlyn hasn't even gathered the ball yet, and our hands are up. You're slowing yourself down. So we go under the screen, running with our hands up. Caitlyn Clark drifts to where? The left, open 3 for her. We have Caitlyn Clark pushing pace again, right? As soon as she crosses half court, even when she crosses half court, she's still not done pushing the pace. But everyone's matched up. We have Leo guarding Stewie. Leo guarding Stewie. We got Leo guarding Caitlyn. Leo pushes Caitlyn to the right. Perfect. We have Stewie on the wing side help. We got Sabrina in the corner. We have JJ in the paint. If you know the answers to the test, stop panicking. The scout anyway should be force Caitlyn Clark right. So as of right now, Leonie's doing exactly what she needs to do. She's forcing Caitlyn Clark right. Keep guiding her to her right. Don't worry about her snatching. Don't worry about her beating you for pace. Push her into JJ, basically. She's going right. Perfect. Instead, we overplay her drive to the hoop. Snatch back to her left. Splash. Here we have Kayla Thornton guarding Damaris Dantas, and Stewie's about to go double. I'm not sure why we're doubling and trying to help Kayla. I'm pretty sure Kayla can hold her own against Dantas, but all right, whatever. Stewie decides to double. Stewie brings the double team. Nalissa Smith should be cutting to the hoop. What is Nalissa Smith doing? She should be cutting to the hoop right now. But Leonie has to pick up Nalissa Smith. Kennedy Burke has to be ready to basically should be hip flipping to get ready to cover the corner that Leonie just left open. But Naja has to take away the next pass. So good double team here. This is great defense, except Stewie and Kayla are now running away from Dantas. The ball didn't switch any side of the floor. The ball is on the same side, meaning it's Stewie's responsibility to recover to Nalissa Smith. Leonie goes to the corner to cover Erica Wheeler. Kayla stays home. But now, no communication again. And I don't even know why we were doubling in the first place. But now Stewie and Kayla are leaving. And the ball is still on the same side of the floor. If the ball is on the same side of the floor, Stewie has to recover. Doesn't happen. Open three for Damaris. Caitlyn Clark pushing pace again. Stewie does a great job of sending her right. Boom. Caitlyn Clark picks up the ball. Caitlyn Clark turns into Sabrina Ionescu when she goes right. It's either dribble, hard dribble, pick up the ball if she doesn't have the option, right? Stewie does a great job of closing off Caitlyn Clark. Now ball's picked up. Everyone has to turn and find their matchup. Benijah finds her matchup, except Benijah shoots over the perimeter trying to take away the lob pass. Now look at this. Caitlyn Clark isn't even looking at Erica Wheeler yet. There's no reason to overplay here. All you have to do is see ball, see man, keep Erica Wheeler in front of you. Just try your best to get in the gaps of that pass. Just make that pass harder. There's no reason to go checking for Erica Wheeler 3-4 feet above the perimeter. So now Caitlyn Clark still head on a swivel. Erica Wheeler, well, Benijah overplays Erica Wheeler. Wheeler goes back door. Easy layup. We got Caitlyn Clark, this time not pushing tempo, but again, she is ready to take off at any moment, meaning your defense has to be ready. So as she's walking up the floor, we cannot be jogging. So this right here is Kayla Thornton, who is not ready to defend at all. Back is not to the baseline. Her back is basically to the offense. The offense has started, and Kayla hasn't started defending yet. So here we have a pick and roll, not really a pick and roll, but kind of like a fake brush screen, if you will. Pick and roll with Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston. They already have the numbers advantage because Benijah is beat. Kayla has to be in help side right here, taking away this pass to Aaliyah Boston. This is not Stewie's responsibility. Stewie can't help because she's one pass away. One, if she steps up too early to help one pass away, Caitlyn might dime up Nalissa Smith. Plus, if the ball gets passed to Aaliyah Boston on the roll, on that little pocket pass roll, and Stewie is helping that, again, it's a one pass away to Nalissa Smith. And even if Kayla Thornton comes out to help Nalissa Smith is firing it to whoever's in the corner right now. So this is Kayla Thornton's responsibility. Kayla has to be in the paint here to take away this pass or at least meet Aaliyah Boston in the paint. Kayla is late to this. The offense has started. She hasn't played defense yet. Easy layup for Aaliyah Boston. Here we have another set that we actually defend very well. Sabrina switches onto Cece. Benijah takes Katie Lou Samuelson. We actually finally switch. We go under the handoff. Perfect. Sabrina jogs behind Caitlyn Clark. Caitlyn Clark is getting open right now. Why is Sabrina jogging behind Caitlyn Clark? This cannot be a jog, right? They're coming to set a pin down on Sabrina to free up Caitlyn Clark. Caitlyn Clark is going left. You cannot jog behind Caitlyn Clark right now. So we jog behind Caitlyn Clark. Benijah's B's antennas are going up. She sees that Caitlyn Clark is drifting into space, drifting to her left with all this space away from Sabrina. B is supposed to be in stunt and recover here. So she's supposed to stunt at Caitlyn Clark, try to slow her down just enough so that Sabrina can get back into the play. Instead, Benijah jumps out at Caitlyn Clark. It's an easy dump off to Katie Lou for the close shot. But that all starts because Sabrina was jogging behind Caitlyn Clark. This play in particular, this play had, oh my Lord, this play was bad. Let me just say this real quickly. JJ, I don't know what it is, but I've never understood players that shut down in a game. Like they won't get a call or things just won't go their way. Things won't go their way and they shut down. And I see JJ do this particularly more this season than any other season I've ever watched her play. And I don't know why she does it. Like, check this out. 0 points. The Fever haven't scored any points in 3.5 minutes, right? 3.5 minutes the Fever haven't scored. We're on a little 7-0 run right now. We get the rebound. JJ's getting hacked. JJ starts to complain to the ref in the middle of the game. Live play, she's complaining to the refs. Here's my problem. I don't have a problem with you complaining to the refs. I don't care. but don't do it live. You are like, you have the ball. I don't have a problem if you give up the ball and complain to the ref, but give up the ball. Don't be the one with the ball complaining to the ref. Give up the ball. 3, wait for a dead ball. If you want to complain, by all means do it, but wait for a dead ball to complain. You should not be complaining live in the game while you still have the ball. Give the ball up, then talk shit to the ref. Instead, JJ's talking shit to the ref, lackadaisical. Aaliyah Boston steals the ball. Like, look at the coaches on the bench. Look at Sandy. Sandy's like, what the hell just happened? So now, boom, open 3 for Kelsey Mitchell. Ends their scoring drought. That's so elementary, yo. That is beyond stupid. That pissed me off so much. Caitlyn Clark pushing pace again. We're pushing her right. Perfect. We should keep funneling her to the right. That doesn't happen. Benaja's still playing. Benaja Laney Hamilton. Put your hands down. You cannot guard with your hands up. You can't move with your hands up. There's no reason for you to have your hands up. Caitlyn Clark's dribble is still live. Put your hands down. All you're doing is you're basically fucking yourself up. You're putting yourself out of position. You're putting yourself off balance. Put your hands down. Her dribble is still live. So boom, we put our hands up. Caitlyn Clark blows by us. We gamble. Another easy assist to Dantas. Benaja versus Caitlyn Clark, 1v1 again. Let's see what happens. Okay, boom, perfect defense. Perfect defense. Now, we want to keep pushing her right. We kind of want to keep funneling her to the right, right? So as soon as we square her up, we should be pushing her right. Don't allow her to go back left. But this is perfect defense by Benaja. Look at this. Defensive stance, hands out. She's remaining on balance. Perfect. Keep playing. Boom. Make contact. And then we turn into a roller coaster. Bro. Roller coaster behavior. Not rum behavior, roller coaster behavior. Benaja Laney Hamilton, put your hands down. The dribble is still live. And look at this. Perfect defense up until this point, and now she puts both hands in the air. Why? Caitlyn Clark hasn't hesied. She hasn't pump faked. She hasn't even picked up the ball. Why are both of your hands in the air? She's still dribbling. You were playing perfect. Look at any defender. Look at any top tier defender you know. 2 of my personal favorites, Cassandra Prosper, she played for Notre Dame, hip flip queen, and Drew Holiday. It's rare that you see them play defense with their hands up because you're off balance. It's just science. Put your hands down. So basically now we're playing roller coaster defense. Caitlyn Clark moves. Boom, we're out of position and one.